All right, guys, you've been asking yourself, what other kinds of crazy things can ComicGains think up? Well, today you're about to find out. Because this is the craziest! Stay tuned. Welcome back, Gainers, to another incredible, exciting, crazy edition of ComicGains Time! If you're new to the show, I'm Adam.
I'm the Crazy Zach, and this is the Princess Her Royal Highness doing that princess wave, so you do it too. Bow down in respect. Of course, there's a Cocoa Dog. She's waving at you guys. Hey.
Alright, guys, so today on this Saturday, you are going to be witnessing history. The very first time the Gains crew has ever cracked a slab, and we're going to do it on camera for you guys. And should be exciting. It should be a lot of fun. I would say the craziest part is like most people be like, hey, let's crack like like this kind of mediocre slab, but nay. The comic gainers say nay. Let's crack like what? $500 book?
Yeah, probably something like that. I got two more. It's all good. I got the
Amazing Spider-Man 194. Ooh.
And an 8.5 first appearance of Black Cat.
Appearance of Black Cat.
I think maybe even
in
worse.
PGX slab.
In a PGX
slab. But before we get into any of that talking about cracking slab, which is making me thirsty, we gotta quench that thirst somehow.
Again, we got a protein 2OC, but this is a different flavor. This is a cherry lemonade. It has protein in it, 70 calories, not that much, and a bunch of other vitamins and minerals to keep you going through the day. So let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
That's very cherry, yeah.
Very cherry.
Very cherry.
All right, guys. So before we crack this beautiful, beautiful slab, there's a number of reasons why people crack slabs, and like I said, we're not experts because this is going to be the first time. So we're gonna bear with us on doing this whole thing, busting into this bad boy. Right. But number of reasons why you might crack a slab. First off, if you got a PGX slab and you don't like PGX and you want to switch to a CGC. Right. You gotta crack it. If you send it in, do they crack it for you? They would, right?
They would, but yeah. There's also a thing, like cracking yourself is always kind of intimidating. So now we're gonna be like doing it for you and see if we do anything wrong first time ever. Yeah. So
the next one would be grade bump. A lot of times you buy a slab from somebody else and they haven't pressed it, or you can see pressable defects. You gotta crack it if you want to press it and try and get a grade bump on it. It's always risky. Always risky doing that, right, Zach?
Right, it is pretty risky.
Next one would be Newton rings. Newton rings. Maybe you bought a slab from someone else and it has too many Newton rings on it, and you want to send it in and get them, crack it and get them removed. A lot of times you can send it in, they'll do it for you from that one. So I don't know how many people are cracking them for Newton rings, but it's possible. Mm-hmm. Any other good reasons?
Signature and remark. You always want to do that. Mm-hmm. Signature remarks are always kind of nice because then you can press it and send it in. They can mark it. You have to put in a little box, everything, a little signature box. They require it now, since so many people before they required it were doing it. They're like, yeah, we're going to require it now because it's a great idea and it lowers the risk of damaging the book. For your information. That's pretty nice. You get a damaged slab. You get your slab damaged somehow in shipping and everything, not from CGC, so you got to do that. The label itself could have wrong information too, so you want to have like a resubmit of an update. Maybe they're starting to do this information now. Maybe they got something wrong. Maybe it's a special variant that they weren't recognizing before, and now they're recognizing it now. So that's all the reasons, most of them. If 99.9% of the reasons why you'd want to crack a slab yourself.
Or you're just really angry and your team lost a Super Bowl. And sometimes you want to crack a slab. Or you get a really bad grade back from CGC, and then you just really want to crack a slab.
And then there's one that I just thought about that I would never do because I know it's pretty cool. Because then they put it on top loader. They actually crack it, take the grade from CGC, CBCS, PGX, and they put it in the back of the book. Hey, look, this one, I cracked it. It's the book, but it's not graded. Wow, it's raw, but it's also graded.
If you can think of any other reasons why to crack a slab, leave a comment down below. Leave a comment there. So before we get into crushing this bad boy, hopefully not crushing it, little disclaimer on this. So if for those of you that might be new to encapsulated books, these send off to a company and they put their grade on it with their plastic slab. There are many, many different kinds of graded books. So not only, the major companies like CGC, CBCS, PGX, There's actually a bunch of other ones too as well. Even within those, the years matter. Like CGC books from 10 years ago look completely different than CGC books you're getting now. And they're different to open each one. So just make sure to keep that in mind. Just because you can open this PGX slab this way, if you have a CGC slab, it might open differently. So just be careful and do your research before you open your own slab, and make sure that you do it properly depending on which slab you have, because they can be different. And just ahead of time, there's also a plastic well inside, which is kind of like a Ziploc bag sort of thing with no opening, where the book is inside, and that's kind of what seals it airtight and all that goodness. You have to cut that free once you do that, and we'll get more into that. So let's see, how does Zach gonna do? And Zach is the one cracking the slab, so we'll see. It's his book, you know.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens. All right, looks like we are going to start cracking the slab, and don't forget your safety glasses as well. You never want to take a shard to the eye, especially not a PGX slab shard. They're even harder to get out.
What?
All right, and you got some tools.
Flatheads.
Couple of flatheads. You can use pry bars, some scissors for cutting.
Right.
Make sure your scissors are nice and sharp.
You want to have something to grab the book. You know.
Backing board. Make sure you don't pinch the top.
Right, and then of course to put the book in if it's undamaged or if it is damaged.
All right, here we go, guys. First time ever.
So you find. Let's see, which one's best? This one seems pretty.
All right, so we're looking for, in a lot of these older slabs, even in CGC, there's a crease. So, like, you can kind of pry it open, get something in there. I've even seen them where you can put your fingers in and pry it apart. So, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Gotta find a good notch. Give it the old college try.
Okay. Got one.
You got one. Oh, okay. You're popping off each corner.
Yeah, the corner is where it's probably grabbing on the most.
All right, remember, guys, this is our first time ever doing this, so we'd appreciate any pointers. If you guys know anything extra, leave comments in below. Let us know if we did something wrong. Let us know what you think. Zach said sometimes people even use blow torches.
Yeah, some of them are actually melted sealed.
Yeah, you can even, a strong enough dog could bite through it. Don't use it.
One time I sat on it and cracked it open.
Oh, so there's like a little like pin in each corner on these ones?
Yeah, it's like a little crack, and then of course there's a little. I like doing it from the bottom.
They used to be like on the PGX slabs had like a hinge, didn't they, at one time? Oh, that wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad. Now I can take off the glasses and I can see better.
All right, so it's got a nice. In case you guys have never seen an inner well, let's see what it looks like up close. Oh, Zach got a sliver.
All right, I want to show you guys.
Oh, okay, and that thing's even inside there.
Yeah, and it's pretty sturdy. Yeah, this is cool. Look at that. Okay, and there's some debris. There was some little debris that we'll have to clean up.
Nice,
so
nice.
It's good to have the safety glasses.
I don't think on CGC the label's not connected to the book, isn't it? It's like free floating, isn't it?
It's this slit right here. If you can see it, this slit right here is usually opened up, so you can usually just pull it out. At least with the older ones. So now the fun part of cutting it open, and what you want to do. Is clamp it down. It moves a little bit, but you want to have.
Oh yeah, get it to like one side.
Get it to one side or one.
Give yourself enough free space to cut on. You gonna cut on the bottom or the side?
Cut
the side.
Okay. Right here, and then we'll open up like a book.
3 sides?
Yeah.
The 3-side method. I like that.
And you just have to be very slow.
You don't want to accidentally trim an edge.
Yeah, they'll give you a green label for that, or restoration. And ideally, you probably want a little bit more light than this, but...
Oh, we got light for days.
Okay. I would say don't cut along the spine, because this is moving a good amount, and you might give yourself some spine ticks.
Oh, that's a good pointer. All right.
Okay. Now...
And then across the top.
This is going to be because I feel like I'm just about there. So you usually make the mistake close to the end. At least that's from my experience of doing things. Not this. This is the first time I've ever done this. Okay. Okay. And pop.
There you go.
So now there's a couple ways you can do this. From what I could imagine. I've never done this before. See how it's... Okay, now it's open. My idea was to flip it like this. All right. Come on, baby. And put a clean backing board. I think it's clean. Let me open this a little bit more. It's like sticks. It like sticks to the covers. But
They call that static electricity.
okay, I might have not cut this one all the way. I don't know. Because the whole idea is just to remove the book like so.
There
These
you
are
go.
sharp edges. So now it is removed.
All right.
And the old school ones, let's see if they did it. Yep, they had, this is the paper. This paper is meant to collect all the, like, the paper naturally exudes like acid and other things. So that's what's to collect it. There should be one in the front. Oh, you saw it? Where is it?
Oh, I didn't know that was in there.
I believe they don't do this anymore. There might even be one in the middle. But that's it. Okay. And of course, bag and board it. Like I'll pull the backing board out because we've learned that the color rub is possible. And you put it in like this. And as I say, you gotta risk it to get the biscuit. And that's how you get those cracking gains.
The Kraken.
The cracking. You proud of me now, Dad?
Oh. All right. It looks like we survived the uncracking experience. As you can see, the book is now freshly uncracked, and I think we'll be pressing this and sending this one off too, right?
Yeah. You guys didn't believe me.
Get a brand new. We survived it, so it's not that bad. It's not that bad, but I mean, I've seen some where they're like hammering, like screwdrivers and stuff into them. Some of them are pretty hardy cases, completely sealed. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, some people use the blowtorch. Other people use like a little cutting tool to cut around the edges. There's a million ways to do it, guys.
1,000,001.
And some of them are wrong. I would say so. There has to be some of them that are wrong. It's like, nope. Nope.
All right, guys. All right. That's going to wrap up the show for today. And if you like seeing us do more crazy stuff, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you always know when new things are going down. Leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear your guys' comments on this one, especially other techniques, successes, fails. You guys have had anything you can help us out with. This is our first time doing it, so it's kind of fun to see it like firsthand. You watch some YouTube videos and now you get to see it for real. The real this time. You know what else you can see for real? Mm-hmm. Later on tonight, you can hang out with us on Whatnot, and you will hear the princess talk for real on her show at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you're an early bird and you like to get that worm, come 3 p.m., 3 hours earlier, and you can hang out with Adam and Zach. We have the epic wall of gains. And I think this week we're doing Scotty Young shows, all starting at $1. Most shows I see on Whatnot start them at $20, and we say nay.
Nay.
We're going to start them at $1. So come hang out with us, get some gains. It's going to be awesome. It's got a lot of fun. And Zach, you got anything else for us?
Yeah, sure. How you do that is you comment down below. Tell us you want to see more crazy videos just like this. Ideally, tell us what crazy stuff you want us to do, and we'll take it under consideration. And I'm so crazy, why not?
Just may do it.
That's how you get those gains.
You may read the entire Amazing Spider-Man run from the first book to the last book without break live on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
I'll take small breaks with like food,
no breaks,
coffee. I can't do that. That would take days.
weeks.
Weeks.
Years even.
Years.
Unless you're a fast reader. All right, guys. Until we see you next time, stay safe and remember.
Get those cracking gains.
Say no to crack.
Say no to crack.